Hey, sup? I'm Aura, if you don't know that, and I apologise. You know the whole idea that it's the school holidays, I should be able to update more regularly. It doesn't work like that, does it? No. Anyway, sorry for the lack of updates. I really do mean it. I'm sorry. But anyway, this is about books. Many books. More accurately, the books from the little section of the library between the self-help section and the books on how to improve your sex life. Yes, the wonderful books about spiritualism that aren't a mainstream religion. Anyway, so I have a pile of books off to the side, off here on the printer, and I will sort of walk through them. I haven't read many of these. First things first, classical mythology. I wanted a book on Greek mythology, but the only one for adults on Greek mythology was like a free size, and I couldn't carry that home. So I got this one, which has Greek, Roman, or as it says here, authoritative reference to the ancient Greek, Roman, Celtic, and Norse legends, along with pictures. Who's this supposed to be? Okay. And here's the fact that we see that Zeus is, no offense, a homo. A handsome boy. Ganymede. A handsome boy excited the passion of Zeus, who in the guise of an eagle bore him away to Mount Olympus. The painting is called The Rape of Ganymede by Peter Paul Burness. Canvas, 1577 to 1640. Well, that's fun. Yeah, I was really looking for myths, particularly about Lady Athena. Yes. So these, I'm just looking at the Norse ones. Who's that? I know. Yeah. Anyway, next book. The section's generally not changing. There's a lot of books in the section, but like when I'm looking for the Wicca stuff, there is not. There's like witchcraft. White is wrong. Books like those, but they don't really have many books on specific Wicca. I spotted this one. Auras and Colours by Paul Lamillon. You can see his name up there. Guide to Working with Subtle Energies, which I saw skimmed over in the library, just like the introduction. But I haven't read this one yet, but school stuff like, let's see what's it got. Colour magic, ley lines. Always the best place now. Ley lines, they always seem to feature in like horror movies with like spirits and zombies in. Ooh, they built this town on a crossing of millions of ley lines. I'm still not quite sure what a ley line is. Which is, hopefully, once I read this, I'll find out. What's the next book on the path? Not spiritual, but while looking for more mythology books, I spotted Victorian dress in photographs. Well, probably, it's got like photographs of Victorian dress, looking at the style, help with steampunk cosplay mostly. Although I might go with, although the style that I use seems more Edwardian now that I look at it. It's a lot less fruffy dresses. The style that I use, but I've tried to keep it Victorian-esque. Moving back onto the spiritual books. Power Animals by Madonna Golden. Basically gives this whole thing. It's got it's got a directory at the back, but it says, one of the first things it says in the book is, don't skip to the back and choose the coolest animal. Do it respectively. And it's got like, I've actually copied a load of this into my BOS because it's very interesting. Like, talks about what a power animal is, totems, uses of totems by different peoples, animal deities, mentions the two main zodiacs, fables, sacred animals, the different spiritual paths. Finding your own personal power animal. There's a meditation it advises you doing, but I haven't had a chance to do that, which is fun. This one is quite good from a Christo-pagan standpoint. Jesus and the Goddess. I'll read the back because it's got two blurbs. It's got a back cover and then it's got the customary one in the spine, one on the dust cover. I'll read the one on the back. Why are the secret teachings of the original Christians brutally suppressed by the Roman Church? Because they relate to the myth of the Christian goddess Sophia. Because the portray of Jesus and Mary Magdalene as mythical figures based on the pagan dying and resurrecting God-man and the fallen and redeeming goddess. Because they show that the gospel story is a spiritual, or encoding the profound philosophy that leads to the Dionysus, mystical enlightenment. And it's got stuff like that. Seems quite interesting. I've read slightly into the first chapter of this one, but as I said, I got most of these books yesterday. The only ones I didn't is the next one and the Power Animal book, which I got probably the week before. Yeah, this one is by Timothy Creek and Peter Gandy. It's published by Forsons. Yeah. So I thought this might help me understand a more Christo-pagan viewpoint. Okay, penultimate book, technically. We're going on 9 minutes. Long vlog today. Creative meditation and visualization. I haven't really looked through this one yet, which I really should have, seen as I've had a week. I've been ill for most of it. Yes, I should hope to do some of this. I've got like categories on lucid dreaming, stress relief. Yeah, things like that. Deciphering what you see. And then the last one, which is the one I'm currently more reading, is Druid Priestess by, let me get the name on the camera, Emma Rastal Orr. Also by Forsons. It's like, although I see myself more as Wiccan, or more accurately neo-Wiccan, more eclectic. I like to read on other paths, and Druidism seems quite interesting, and I've never known much about it, so that's why I spotted this, and I picked it straight up. So that's doing quite well. There's a note in it. Royal Historical Society? I think it's a society. It's got like a scribble over the S and the O. Have a look. And then a phone number. I assume this must have just slipped into the last person who got this book out. And then the other one said Watergate Bap Hotel. I'm curious. I am actually curious. I might just look those two things up later. I'll just stick it back in the dust jacket for now. When was this last taken out? Well, the last time this book was taken out was Valentine's Day last year. Before that, 29th of November 2010, May 2010, October 09, April 08, September 07, June 06, 05 and 04. That is literally one of the less taken out books. How many times has this one been taken out? Wow. But in the Christo-Pagan one, it's been taken out a lot more, which interests me. I like seeing when the last person took the book out, especially if I've taken the book out before, because I like seeing how many people might have taken out since the approximate time that I last took it out. Especially with the pagan books, it sort of lets me know and gives me a bit of hope there are actually other pagans in my immediate area. I know one, as I've mentioned previously. But yes, we are blabbering on, just as I intended. Anyway, that's really about it for today. Yeah. I wanted to say that I have started an Ask blog on Tumblr for a Steam Powered Giraffe fan bot of mine. Even if you're not a Steam Powered Giraffe fan, she's an OC, so you can really just come and ask. She's a robot named Decibel who was built in 1975 and yet has from 1914 till 2004 was kept powered down. Nobody really knew how to power it back up for a long while. So I'll link that in the doobly-doo. I've been watching too much Vlogbrothers, but doobly-doo is a great way to describe it. Yes. Let's see, is there anything else? Not for this video, I don't think. So anyway, and I'm signing off, and goodbye.